Yeah, everybody's playing for something. Obviously we're all playing to win. Good things happen when you win. Good things usually don't happen when you're losing. So, we got guys that are playing, just did last year, they want to go out the right way. We got guys that are going to be playing on Sundays next year that, they still got football to play here in college, that they want to put good film out there. And then you got young guys that are trying to prove themselves too for next year. So everyone's still got something to play for. There's no lack of motivation for guys to be playing. And if you do have a lack of motivation, then you probably should, take a look in the mirror and realize, you still got a lot to play for. So, I don't think there's any lack of, like I said, motivation moving forward. Yeah, I think we have a unique team and a group of really good guys because, I didn't find myself or see other guys having to, force guys to work hard or force guys to show up and with a good attitude, guys show up, we know what the deal was, there was no changing it. There's no, dang, this stinks and let's go start crying. It is what it is. So you got to accept that for what it is and move forward and do the best we can with the scenario that we had. And so, fortunately, I don't feel like we really had to do that, to be honest with you. So that's a testament to our team and the guys we have on our team. Series, we the first play we had miscommunication on who we wanted one guy to block. Which was nobody's fault really. It was just a miscommunication of what we wanted on the first play. Got positive yards still. Then the next play, we had one guy that was off a little bit that would have changed the play a little bit. Maybe might not have been a touchdown, but it would have been positive yards. But the clock was still running, so it wasn't a huge deal. And then that I think we had a timeout plus a penalty. At one point I think that we had just I think we signaled the wrong thing in. Where that play wasn't going to work with that formation, and so again, it's just miscommunication. So, nobody's fault. We're not pointing the finger. We're all together as a unit. So we just got to be a little bit cleaner there at the end and get the ball in the end zone to finish the game off the right way and to not really put our defense back out there. We practice it. It's not like that's the first time we've done it the whole season, but. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not. I don't think that you can attest that really too much. It was just we were just a little off. Yeah, running backs ran well. Like I said, they were physical. Offensive line had some physical play as well. It was good to see. Good technique and good scheme. I thought we schemed them up pretty good, and we were able to get some creases and get the ball moving in the right direction. So. It was accumulation of all those things. It wasn't one main thing that stood out, but it was just execution. We went out and executed the run game. We went out and did what we wanted to do on a good amount of plays, which was very positive for us. They're getting thrown in the fire, and they've been preparing, and so they were ready for the moment, which is a credit to them for being ready. They know that they're one snap away, and when a couple guys go down, they got to be ready to go, and they were. I know they had a few good plays in there. I wasn't watching specifically them when I was watching the film, but they stuck out a couple plays that they did a good job. So it was good to see, and I'm sure they'll just keep building on that and that experience. I walked off the field and I thought did some good things. I had no idea really what my numbers were looking like when I walked off the field. I saw it at the post game press conference, and I think I was a little bit pleasantly surprised. I didn't know for sure how I played walking off, like I said, but at the end of the day we won, so I was obviously happy about that. But when I watched the film, I was satisfied with how I played. I thought that we did a lot of good things in the pass game, and our receivers made some good plays. And then with the elements, especially, I felt good to go out there and to be able to perform. With the wind and the different things that were going on, and on the road too. It's always good to play well on the road. So there's always stuff to build on. There's always stuff to learn from. No game's gonna be a perfect game. So but I felt pretty good with how I played. Yeah, obviously, Rutgers was winning at halftime. So they got good players, just like every team does in our conference. They're gonna have good players on both sides of the ball. So we're gonna have to show up and play our best football. We're focused on us and executing our stuff, and obviously we're preparing for Rutgers and watching the film, and that what we do is largely based on what they do. But we got to go out there and execute. But like you said last week, it was a good fight. School down the road pulled away there in the second half. But yeah, Rutgers does some good things, and we'll watch the film and we'll put together a game plan that we feel confident in and do our best to go out there and execute it. It was very physical. Obviously, the #1 scoring defense in the country. You got to be physical in order to be ranked that high. And then, we feel like we're a physical program. That's what we believe in. And so, you saw there's a few guys down out there throughout the game on both sides. And I remember sitting in, just turning to Noah and saying, man, there's been a lot of guys down on both sides, guys coming in and out. So it was a physical game. Those are fun ones. You like playing the physical games. So, I would definitely say, the physicality level was high. Yeah, it was just a crossing concept. Trey kind of ran a short dig route in the back of the end zone. Got behind the defense. I was man coverage, and they had a couple of what we call rats in there, guys that are, it's man coverage everywhere, but they don't have a man. They're just kind of scoping out the quarterback. And so Trey ran a good route, got a little separation from his guy, and was going across the back of the end zone. I knew nobody was back there, so we got caught up a little bit in the mesh. A guy ended up coming open late, but I saw Trey flash in front of my face, so offensive line gave me enough time, and just kind of had to put a little bit of touch on it, and then Trey was able to catch it. We have two very good receivers on the outside, and then Trey obviously is doing a great job too. I think we have good receivers all across the board, and those two guys have been the key guys out there on the outside making plays, and Trey's making plays on the inside. So I don't really think you can rotate coverage to one of our guys right now, which is a good thing to have because as you saw, they put their best corner on Keon pretty much the whole game, and I would probably say that's the best corner I've seen in my time, my whole years here, number 31. He's a very good player, great speed, great catch-up, make-up speed, and he's got good technique. So really didn't have to throw his way much, honestly. Was able to feed Jaden a little bit at certain times, and that's just what the game called for. It's not like Keon wasn't getting open. He was open, throughout the game, but just didn't really need to, get the ball to him at a certain time. So that's kind of maybe how it felt a little bit, just because they had a really good player guarding him. But we'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, like you said, that'd probably be better for Coach Johnson. But I'll throw it to them when they're open, and when the play calls for me to throw it to our tight ends, I'm gonna do it if they're open. And so, like I said, the whole year and coming into the year, we got good tight ends, very good tight ends, and I have full confidence in them. So. When they're open, I'll get the ball to them, and when they have the ball in their hands, good things are going to happen. So, it just kind of goes how the game goes and what plays are called and who's open when. So, there's a lot of different things that go into that.